Next exercise is triangle pose, or revolving triangle. Start with your hips square to the front. I'm standing with my feet slightly wide so it's easier to use my hips. As you get more advanced, you might want to start, particularly if you want to work on balance, start with your heels on the same line. But to begin with, I'd suggest feet hip width or slightly less, hips square to the front, but also balance left to right. And from here, engage your hip muscles, both the right hip and left hip, slowly bend forward. And if you need to, have a yoga block or a chair beneath your hand. And as you tilt forward, keep your hips engaged. Use your waist, turn your rib cage. So rather than turn your pelvis, keep your pelvis. The only thing your pelvis does is tilt forward. Use your abs, turn your rib cage, and then slowly stand back up. So hips square, hips engaged. Feel the hips engaged. Slowly bend forward, keep the hips engaged. Use your abs, turn your rib cage, open the arms, and then stand up. Notice when I'm going down, I'm not just sinking on the chair. You don't even really need a chair, so if you can't go all the way down to the floor, don't worry about it. Instead, you can just do like this. Keep the hips engaged, turn the rib cage. Using your abs, turn the rib cage, turn the ribs relative to each other, and then slowly stand up. What you may find is this hip gets a lot of work, and that's good too, because that helps to trains you to stabilize the legs as well as the butt muscle. Uses them to help stabilize the hip while bending forward. If you actually repeat that, I like to, depending on the class, I like to repeat that going up and down a few times. Then what you can do is go down and hold the position. If you're using the chair, if you need the chair, then use the chair. And here again, practice hip stability. So relax the hips initially, then engage the hips, turn the rib cage, and if you like, lift the hands so that you know your hips and legs are strong. Hand back on the floor. Engage the hips, turn the rib cage using the abs and the intercostals, lift the hands, put the hand back down, relax. So let's do that with the chair, just so you can see what it looks like on the chair. Yoga block's even better, you can adjust the height a little bit easier. So bending forward, again, hips square to the front, also level left to right. Keep them level. So hips strong, using my abs to turn my rib cage. Notice I'm not bending forward like this, I'm trying to keep open. And so let's use the previous exercise, open the front, the back, left and right, lift the hand, whoops, and then relax. Hips engage, abs engage, front and back, both open, neck long, lift the hand, and then relax. And actually to stand up, again, engage your hips, engage your abs, lift the hand, see if you can slowly stand up under control.